Good afternoon. My name is Bruce Verona, and I will be recording this tutorial on how to use Google Docs and some of its features that a lot of people seem to look over. So let's go ahead and open up. Just go ahead and type in Docs inside of your site cursor of right up here, your site bar. And there's a couple of things. So first thing is that you always want to name your document first with Google Docs so that you can keep organized. All of your information needs to be organized. And it's nice to have online storage through Google Drive. I believe they allow 35 gigabytes for normal membership. However, Google Docs is really great. It's actually been my go-to replacement for Microsoft Word because of the simple fact that one, you have the uploadable storage memory to Google Drive, and two, you have instant save feature, and you can access from any electronic device that you have access to any Google accounts for. For instance, your phone, your iPad, any kind of tablet or PC, Mac, whatever you need. Uh, Google Docs is a go-to. You don't have to mess with the formatting. A lot of times, going from Mac to PC, there are some formatting issues or so on. So you want to make sure that you have Google Docs as a surefire way to be able to access all your information. Really, I could go through all of the you know, um, different tools and stuff that you have for Google Docs, but one thing that I wanted to focus on in particular for this video would be you're going to go over to our tools section, and I wanted to show you guys about the translation function for Google Docs. It's one of my favorite tools because at my school, where population is about 90%, 98%, sorry, 98% Latino, and a lot of immigrant students are coming to my school in particular from countries like Honduras, El Salvador. I typically like to show them how to use Google Docs, especially in their English classes where they're expected to write 4 to 5 paragraph essays, especially around this finals time that we're approaching. So the cool thing about Google Translate, the Translate feature on Google Docs, is that we would be able to write anything, any kind of essay. So for instance, I'll write a quote. And of course, they can write it in their own language. I just chose English for this video. You're gonna go ahead and go over to Tools, Translate Document, and you can choose which language to translate it to. So a lot of there's a lot of different nationalities and different language speaking students that come into LA Unified District. So you have a wide array through Google Docs that you can go ahead and translate anything from Ukrainian, Somali, Spanish, Serbian, Russian, Portuguese. A lot of people have students that come from Chinese descents or so forth. You can also have access to that. Let's go ahead and look at some traditional Chinese, and it's going to go ahead and open up a brand new doc, and it will write it out into the language that you prefer. We can do so with many different languages, and you can do this as many times. As you can tell, this would be a very helpful tool for teachers to have because you are able to write out any of your letters to parents or letters to students, and you can actually have it translated directly into their language, and it's fairly accurate for the most part. I've noticed, especially going through the Spanish ones because I am a bilingual speaker, that it is definitely very accurate. It translates fairly well with very little inaccuracy. So this is one of the main tools that I like using for Google Docs for. It also has cool features like word count. You can explore, and this is a very cool one. So I wanted to show you another feature. Let's go ahead and look at Another way that you can use Google Docs is it's very helpful. It's going to be through definitions. So let's go ahead and see. In this case, one of the definitions that I used for my class this week in science, we looked at the mantle, which is one of the layers of the earth. And what you can do is you can go ahead and highlight the word that you want to go ahead and look for. You're going to go right into your tools and you're going to go ahead and put our define key. It's going to search it up. Sorry about that. Go ahead and copy and paste it real quick. You can search it up into the dictionary. And there you go. This is a quick and easy way that students can get through their vocabulary. You just go ahead and copy paste the definition. And it makes vocabulary for students a lot easier. It's going to make this look a little bit prettier. I'll go ahead and underline this, bold it. And now we have a nice definition. Should we want to explore this topic a little bit further, you go ahead and highlight the same word, and now you can go ahead and click explore. And of course, all of these have shortcuts students can memorize, especially if they want to be savvy and ready for college. So it'd be a good way to prepare them for college. And now you have a couple of different related words. All right. So this one didn't show up too good, but that's fine. You can look at some of the web things that come up. Let's look at something a little bit more appropriate. So we're going to look up the word Homo sapiens, which is another key term that you might come across, especially during the exploring of the human race. Go ahead and highlight that. We're going to go use our helpful tool, our explore tool. Go ahead and explore that. Here's my mistake. I'm going to go ahead and copy paste that in. And now we have not only a picture, which we can show our students how to screenshot. We have a small description and about what it is to be a Homo sapien, the scientific name, even the lifespan, it's a type of species, and typical heights for males and females. You can do this across the board. Let's go ahead and redo the mantle, just so you guys can see how to use this. Go ahead and copy paste that in. We're going to go ahead and search. And now we look at the geological terms. The mantle is now, and you can have a different definition. You go ahead and copy and paste that. And now we're going to write definition 2. So cool little knick-knack tools that you can use through Google Docs. I'm sure most of you guys have already used Google Docs plenty of times. The cool thing about it is that if you want to use this as an application process, you can use this for bilingual speakers inside of the classroom who maybe do not know any English, and you put them into a group with English speaking students, and you can have them work on this live document together where, although it's going to take them one extra step, they can go ahead and translate it, but they can also be involved in the project and get it translated right in front of them on the same computer and be able to look at different things while still avoiding the language barrier. So as you can see, they can participate in any types of activities, and they can learn vocabulary, content, and still be able to participate with their fellow peers. And I feel like it closes the communication gap between students, especially non-English speaking students, to speaking English students. All right. So those were just some of the features that I wanted to go over for Google Docs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much.